拜拜，
拜拜，拜拜拜拜拜拜，
拜，下次见，
下次见，下次来宁波。
好，
拜拜，
拜拜拜拜
拜拜
See you.
See you. We're in the sleeper disco now, or the KTV. The sleeper of the KTV. This is a little bit of a step. And the driver's a smoker.
You smell it?
Oh, he was smoking behind the car. All right, now you can zonk out. It's 4 hours. We're about to hit the Hangzhou Bay Bridge. And I was driving here a number of years ago, and I looked out of the window, and I saw it was nothing but sky cranes. I mean, it was like blades of grass, you know, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sky cranes. And they were building this city that now is pretty much finished. And at the time, I didn't know what it was, so I asked my friend Jim. I said, "Hey man, you want to take a road trip? You know, we can go head out there." And so we got a car, and we ended up got the car and we drove out here. And that's when I have a few videos. I'll link them below where you can see them. But called it the Ghost City. It really wasn't a ghost city. It was a city that was becoming, you know, something.
Yeah, it was still.
But it was empty at the time. A lot of it was empty because it was just being built. They were all new properties. But the city is basically created around the industry of car manufacturing. So like,
really?
There's a big Geely car plant there that I took a tour of. China does this thing where if they really want businesses to thrive at a certain place, they'll make it like a special economic zone and give it some sort of like assistance as far as tax benefits and stuff like that.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Let's see the Ferris wheel over the top like that. But I mean, all of those, every single one of those buildings is not older than like 5 or 6 years. It's crazy. And then along with that, you have hospitals and shopping centers and, you know, every sort of infrastructure thing that you would need to support you know, I don't know how many million of people would live in this city when it's full up, but it's got to be over 1 million.
I mean, it's crazy. They basically built a city on marshlands, you know, which is not even an easy thing to do, because you got to go deep into the ground, like, you know, those. Yeah. In the Netherlands, we have the same issue because our land is very like marshy as well, so it takes a long time to build something like that. But
yeah.
In China, no. You know.
Well, I think, you know, they bring in a shit ton of sediment and like harder, denser sediment. And they replace the mud and muck with harder stuff. What is it? Tidal flats, I think. Tidal flats. And then it's going to be muddy. It's still muddy for a while until you actually see the actual Hangzhou Bay exposed there. Look at this car. Looks like the Batmobile. I've never seen that one. Wild looking car, man. We're leaving and I'm still seeing new cars. like it's from the moment we arrived to the moment we left, almost every day I'm like, oh, I've never seen that one before. Oh, I've never seen that car before. There's so many wild car brands. Yeah, sister was talking to me the other day and talking about how Ningbo has the biggest port in the world. And we had just been in Hong Kong and took a boat to Pazhao Plaza in Guangzhou. I can't imagine a bigger than what we saw there. So I was looking on Google Earth, and
I mean that's actually number 6. It's number 6 in the world. If I have to trust like the Google sources, they might be outdated at this point.
Ningbo or Guangzhou? Guangzhou was number 6. Number 6. If Ningbo is number 1, because I was looking and there's a lot of like. I think what would make it so big is that Zhoushan and that area, there's a lot of like islands and peninsulas.
It's more spread out.
Where they can kind of build ports.
They have more estates.
More length of.
Because now it's like it's all in this river, so.
Right.
And then maybe one side is Guangzhou, the other side could be Shenzhen.
Yeah.
But they're like in the same sort of like river, so.
Yeah. Whereas here, there's all Ningbo. And they can zigzag up.
But I checked it on the map, because if you have the Ningbo core city is already pretty spread out.
Yeah.
And then this sort of like port area just spreads out over a length that is bigger than the actual city.
Yeah.
Like it's like this long on the coast, and then Ningbo is like only like this big, you know. So.
Well, welcome to Shanghai.
We're here.
We're here. You can kind of see the Bund as we were just saying, like normally when I ride into Shanghai, we ride on this raised highway that sort of snakes through the center of the city. So like you're on this raised highway, you look to your left and your right, and you're looking at like the 10th floor, the 8th floor of these buildings, like eye level, and you're like sort of cruising through, which is really cool. But we kind of came down early and we've been snaking through the city alongside the river, which is also kind of an interesting ride. But I kind of wanted him to see that because that's like a really iconic, like, whoa, holy cow, we're riding into Shanghai. This is crazy. And instead, we're not doing that. But we were able to see the Bund from far away. And although it is like overcast, like cloudy above, it's not. It's very clear. It's a really nice day. Anyways, we're gonna come up out of these tunnels and be into the interior of Shanghai. We're not far from the Bund.
We'll arrive at our hotel.
Yeah, we got a friend that we're gonna meet, Justin, who runs a podcast called The Honest Drink, and we're gonna go to his studio, which isn't far from us, and do a podcast, chat about things, and then go to the Bund, get some food, explore Shanghai a little bit. Kind of have open-ended plans today, so cool. Okay.
The A-Tour tour is continuing.
We're at the A-Tour. Hello.
Home away from home.
How many A-Tour hotels have you stayed at?
4, I think.
Is this the fourth one? Hangzhou
and here.
Hangzhou and
fourth one. But I feel like they got different types because the Hangzhou was A-Tour Light. This is A-Tour Planet.
Planet?
So, there on the wall.
Oh. The Hangzhou right now. Guangzhou's A-Tour was the best.
Yeah.
Hangzhou's was a little lacking.
We were talking about like different slogans, and usually Chinese are not that good at making like an English sounding good slogan. But for example, Build Your Dreams is a good one.
Dreams is good, yeah.
And Life is a Tour.
The car brand BYD, you might have heard of BYD, but BYD it stands for Build Your Dreams, and that came out a number of years ago. I remember looking at when they actually wrote Build Your Dream on the back of the vehicles, and I was like, that looks ugly, because I'm always used to like Ford 4-letter logos,
like small logos.
Yeah. And then they shrunk it to BYD, but understanding what BYD meant, it was like sort of inspirational,
Yeah, totally.
They built their dreams by building that car, and people look at that moniker and they'll think build your dreams. Well, that's kind of cool. Yeah. Laws and stuff.
Laws, I guess. 有英文的版本吗？
写个英文名字就行。
Oh, okay. Just sign it.
把房子翻过来，大姐。
如果有人推荐你什么，
就是
比较相信。
对。
Don't trust
break
people.
any laws.
Don't go with scammers. That sort of shit.
Oh, more? Holy shit. Okay.
Fake kids. Get everything.
Need to wait about 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay.
Okay.
I'm a little worried about consuming cheese in my coffee. I don't know how my stomach's gonna react to cheesy coffee. I like cheese and I like coffee, but I don't know.
This almost feels like you're walking through a weird version of Europe, like the street layout and also these kind of buildings. It almost feels very European.
I think actually you're going to get a kick out of this more than maybe some of my other friends that have visited Shanghai, because you really enjoy the history of things. A little bit more, Shanghai's got some vivid. It's vivid. It's all around us, the history.
Yeah, it's very apparent.
Yeah.
I like to read, like for example, on the drive here, I wrote I looked up Wikipedia Shanghai, so I like to read into it a little bit,
Yeah.
So it's always cool to do that.
Yeah, everybody's like takes a picture.
That means I got to do it too.
Yeah, you got to do it. You got to do it. Yeah. You can see up your nose. You're like looking up people's noses.
And then you got to take a selfie instead of taking a picture.
I mean, even walking down this street, you got a nice background, right? Like, look at the buildings behind us in the video. And then as soon as we reach a Bund, which is right up here, 1 block, I just have to rotate around, and it's like we were talking about like garbage and landfills. I was like, Shanghai produces tons and tons of garbage, but I've never really seen where the landfill is, And then we started discussing about how in China, you'll have an old guy that'll wheeling around town collecting all the styrofoam or going through all the food waste, feeding to the pigs or plastics or whatever. And there's a job for people to organize those bikes and make sure they're straight, you know?
Yeah.
And that's their thing. It's what they do. Let's go across here and then across. Kind of reminds you, you're up here, right?
Totally.
Like really?
Like this sort of strip right here.
I mean, as an ignorant American, it always reminded me of what I thought Europe should look like, you know?
Maybe the streets wouldn't be as clean. There would be like a tram. The road would be like kind of like
cobblestone,
this, like cobblestone. You'll see that around a lot, but Stockholm has a lot of this.
Right.
Germany.
Oh, you know what? This is a great day to come here.
What?
Well, it's not very busy right now. It's not a weekend, right? What day is it? It's Thursday. The weather's deceptively nice. Like blue sky, you'd have tons of people out here. It's not blue sky, but it's still clear.
Yeah.
So like the view we're gonna get is gonna be really beautiful. So maybe some Chinese people that would like to go see the Bund. I'll wait till the sun comes out. You know what I mean?
Right.
But actually, for pictures, sometimes this weather is the best. There you go, buddy.
There you go, the Bund.
That's the Bund.
It's like a nice curve in the river.
Yeah.
Like it's shooting at you.
Yeah. I can see myself running around here, you know? Running up and down the Bund, dodging tourists.
Yeah, you gotta dodge people.
Gotta dodge a tourist. You know what this area needs? It needs an unhinged, elderly Chinese guy on rollerblades with a hip full of music, abducting young children and elderly at random.
To be honest, I'm kind of relieved. Don't jinx it.
Don't jinx it.
Don't jinx it.
He might be around. If you haven't seen the Hangzhou video, I haven't even made it yet, but I guarantee it's going to be a banger. I don't think the police would allow that guy to roll up and down abducting people. Yeah, I don't know.
Here, you mean?
Look at that boat. Not that one. It's almost militaristic in its color and it looks stealth.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't even see it. Yeah, cell phones just brutally killed the souvenir photo business along the Bund. I mean, like, I am 100% sure there were guys here with big old DSLR cameras like 15 years ago. I think I was here. And then cell phone pictures became better and better and better, and pretty soon they're like, fuck, I can take a better picture than you.
But they're still here, though.
They're still here, and they're still
I guess
still
they
are.
used to be more busy.
Just not as much, yeah.
Yeah, used to be.
I've been sort of naive with my time in China. I've thought, I'll get around to it. I'll learn the language. You know, it'll come to me. But you do have to invest the time, you know? You have to dedicate yourself to language learning, and it's something that I sadly have not done to the extent that I thought I should have. Or like, you've been here 17 years?
Yeah, well, was it like one guy?
Who was that?
Like, you've been here for 17 years. You don't even speak Chinese like
good.
He was like, what the hell? Yeah, he was a bit hard.
Yeah, but then I'll have other people that'll be like Tylee Hyla, you know, you're doing good. But all you got to do is say ni hao or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you'll have other people who can't speak any Chinese. Like I know some people whose Chinese is so horrible, and they've been here forever.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and they're not putting in any effort, like zero.
Right.
We're walking through the city. We're going to go through People's Square. And we're going to turn on the road called Fuzhou Road. And then for me, Fuzhou is just a word. But for you, it linked up with a memory from one of my videos.
Yeah, from Ryan saying like, I'm on my way to Fuzhou, and this lady just came with a crate of milk.
Hey, what just happened? Well, that car up there. Some type of SUV's been pulling over, and this woman wanted to take a picture, I thought. And she's like, Gainey, this is yours. I can't cycle like this. I gotta fucking, look at this.
How heavy is that? That thing weighs like 20 pounds.
It's a lot of weight.
You know, that memory is very funny. And we were going uphill, and we both had trikes, and we were going slow as shit because we were so heavy already. And these very, very kind locals, Chinese locals, were trying to find a way to give us something unbeknownst to us.
You just showed, I think it was just phone footage you were posting at the time of like that section, and it was just like Ryan saying, "I'm on my way to Fuzhou."
I was like, "No, woman, I'm on my way to Fuzhou."
Like sometimes we'll get an apple, or we'll get a little thing.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
Or or
like
something
really
to drink.
insane.
She wouldn't take no for an answer.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't want to say no, because when somebody gives you something, you just take it.
And then you told, and then Ryan also same question, and then you were like, "Hey, buddy, that's how it goes. You got to leave it at the side of the road."
Oh yeah. Well, you got to receive it, like if somebody.
Exactly.
But as soon as she walked away, we gave it away.
Yeah.
It was like 15 kilos of milk.
Poor shot.
Yeah.
You'll see it on the camera. I'm just gonna take a photo.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like, and a lot of places in Europe, they'll have their main streets like this.
Yeah.
This layout, this sort of vibe.
Yeah, right.
It's pretty crazy, actually.
Kind of reminds me of some places I've been in Germany. How do you walk these streets and not like feel energized? You know what I mean? How do you? For me personally, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't be in a place like this and not get a little tingly, get a little excited. The bug to travel, the bug to see, the bug to
explore.
Communicate, the bug that wonders what that guy's doing, where's that girl going?
Life energy.
Yeah.
Streaming through its body right now. I'm like feeling the flow, Ryan used to say, like, getting into the flow, Yeah.
Happy people
People having fun.
people doing things, making deals, tourists and locals,
CBD
proud Chinese,
People on their lunch break that are like working in these tall buildings.
Right. It's Thursday. Or what time is it? It's about lunchtime. All that scaffolding's got foam on it, because Chinese are notoriously staring at their phones, walking oblivious to the world.
The arteries of Shanghai.
Yeah. And all these little red blood cells are here running up and down all the capillaries and everything. This is a major artery near the heart.
No, I like Shanghai. It's a nice atmosphere. The buildings and everything. It gives a unique sort of take that I actually didn't know about Shanghai, to be honest.
Yeah. Nice to be surprised. Justin? What to do, man? How's it going?
What's up, brother?
You all right?
See you, man.
Yeah. How you doing? This is Tice.
Justin,
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Whoa, boy.
Now we're moved up to the big leagues.
Yeah. Awesome.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too. Acoustic paneling. Same table, right? Is it the same one?
Different table.
Different
actually.
table.
We had to get a bigger one. The other one was smaller.
Ichigo Kurosaki at the end, which is a good one.
Okay, you know your bleach.
Oh, I know my bleach. All right, we're going to film a little podcast, and I'll link to it when it goes up, probably in a year and a half, right? When are they going to go up?
It'll take a while.
I think mine took a while, right? The last one we did took a long while. Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes of the podcast.
Yeah, behind the scenes of the podcast. I've been wanting to get one of these setups in the van, Like, I really want to get one of these setups in the van.
Yeah, well, I'm
frustrated.
catch up on air, but like.
So how was that?
Cool.
That was cool,
Very
right?
cool.
Yeah.
Now we know that there is a full-on podcasting studio in this Shanghai street.
Right.
It's crazy, isn't it?
The weirdest place for a podcast. When I did the podcast with him last time, he was in a high-rise apartment inside one of those gated communities,
Okay. Wow.
And so I was kind of expecting that. I didn't realize he was like in a completely different place. I mean, that was like a little Chinese apartment converted completely into a pretty awesome
studio.
Really cool studio.
And he made it look really nice.
Well, you can tell he has a passion for it. He likes what he does. You know what I mean?
Totally.
See, so that guy is collecting all the styrofoam. He's gonna eventually be one of those cars driving down the street,
Like
bikes
huge,
with the
like
styrofoam a mile high,
Yeah.
taking it to some recycling center.
And here's the wood.
And here's the wood guy. And he's got wood, and he's taking the wood somewhere.
Yep.
And then where they do stuff with the wood.
Buying their clothes.
And there's the underwear. Spider-Man underwear.
Like
A little bit of everything. All you need is in China. So, no pets, no bicycles, no swimming, no fishing, no badminton, soccer, or hockey. No frisbee, no camping, no fireworks, no fires, no playing on the fences, no doing whatever this guy's doing, and no flying kites.
So get your drone out.
So get my drone out. There is no drone there. Technically.
Get your drone out and just go and make noise.
All this, yeah. I mean, is there a place for swimming up there? I don't know. You were talking about how in Taiwan, all of the motorbikes are like ice motorbike. You know, internal combustion engines, and I mean,
not just in Taiwan, but anywhere else in the world. You know, like that was always a big problem. If you were living next to like a big hub or next to a highway, there was always a health hazard. But now that, like, I don't know, 80% of the cars here are electric, you don't really have that health hazard anymore, you know? Like, now I'm looking at this overpass, and I before had to think like, oh, this must be an healthy place. But now it's like, not really anymore, because of the electric.
Right. I know when I ran through Hanoi, I was head height with all of those, you know, exhaust pipes. Oh. And it was, it wasn't healthy, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We're gonna go across the river and see Shanghai from the other side.
Third time that we're in a metro going under a big body of water.
We're a submarine right now. Again. Submarine full of a lot of people. I remember this place.
What is this, like a skywall?
Look behind us. I came here with my Aunt Kathy. I have an episode all about it. And in that tower there, that one right there, I stood out on the outside of that building and I had a support and I walked along the edge. When I got to the bottom, I was like, you know, what would be cool is if I could see that via my drone from the outside. So I opened my drone at the bottom of that thing and I flew up all the way to the top and I flew over and then I flew over and then I started landing. And as I'm landing it, I pointed the camera down so I could see where I was landing. And I saw the police that were walking around the building looking at the drone and looking at me. And there was no escape. I was caught. And so I, as it's landing, I'm like, I looked at my Aunt Kathy and Uncle Gary. I'm like, we're gonna take a little ride, my friends. And so we got taken to the police station near to here, and I had to answer a bunch of questions and register my drone, and it was a big pain in the keister. But I didn't end up going to jail. But I did get a free ride in a police car in China. It was the first time, only time. So, and Kathy did too, and my Uncle Gary. It was quite an experience. The funny thing was, they didn't know about drones at the time. So the lady was inspecting it, and she looked at the drone, and she's like, where is it? Where is it? Like, is there a chip inside? And I said, no, it's all on my phone. And she's like, really? I said, yeah, here, see? She's like, delete everything on your phone. So I deleted everything on my phone, but everything was still on the drone.
On the SD card.
Right. So I got away with the footage, you know. Wouldn't happen if it happened today. They know about drones now, you know.
Yeah.
We decided to stop in a nice, quaint, comfortable mall.
It's like it's called Earth Station. So the next station I think is Mars. So.
the floor is lit up. It's very bright. They're going for like the Apple Store style selling of bread. Of bread.
Bread and cake.
Now you're in lit up Shanghai.
Now we are in the proper.
You're in the Pearl Tower is all lit up. The other side's lit up. Actually, the best view is over on the other side, looking at this from the other side.
Right.
That's where the skyline, the city line will look really, really cool. So we can go under and pop out on the other side and check it out. How's it going?
Oh, now you're hearing that one car. That one car is making more noise.
No, that's a truck. It's a truck.
Yeah, the one truck right there is.
This one, this blue one. That's the one making that noise.
I was hearing that one, but now you're hearing this one. Okay, now we're hearing more. But just now it was like dead quiet.
Yeah.
But you're looking out over this.
No noise.
No hum. No like, you know, the usual hum you get.
I want you to get the whole door in the picture, okay?
Like horizontally?
Like, no, yeah, horizontally.
Alright, hold on. Hold on. No, not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet. Ah, there it is. There it is.
I want a garage door like that. So check out, that's the Shanghai Tower, and each of those bands is solid, but on the edge of the bands it's hollow. So it's hollow up until the next section, and then it looks like it's hollow all the way through the center, like those lights you can see through the building, like that, and then it goes all the way up and up and up, and each section has its own like sort of business ecosystem all the way to the top. That's pretty wild. Amazing. Where are we now?
We're on the American influence bucket list in Shanghai. But this is exciting. You know?
Have you tried a VR
Never.
before?
You have?
No. The Apple Store here in Shanghai is like in the center of the center. The center of the center. Literally spiral staircase down from the center. We're gonna do a trial for the Vision Pro. Cool. This is awesome. This is very cool. I can. Isn't this insane?
This is crazy.
Holy moly! I looked at dinosaurs. I was in a movie theater all by myself, and it's so immersive. This thing is incredible. I've been wanting to try this for a very long time. This is very, very neat. Right now I'm in a Taobao store and I can grab objects and I can spin them around.
There we are, back in the real world.
What did you think of that? Was it as cool as you thought it would be?
I mean, you still know you're wearing something,
Yeah,
but
it's heavy.
at some point,
You lose
when that dinosaur came, like...
I'm literally crushing this battery, just crushing it. Squeezing every last bit of juice out to show the bun. Had a good time? Good
Very
trip?
good time.
We're heading to our constituent destinations tomorrow. He's going to Taiwan, I'm going to America.
We'll see each other again.
It's been a nice trip.
It's been a nice trip. To be continued.
We got to get some food.
Yeah.